Hello, I am Ellie. Are there good men out there? Yes, there are good men out there. And I keep hearing from all the women around me, a lot of women, I shouldn't say all the women, a lot of women around me, we're having conversations about men, and I hear again and again, there are no good men out there. And if you are looking through this lens, if this is the belief that you have about men, this is what you're going to receive back because you're actually looking through that lens. You have a belief and you are looking at men through this lens that there are no good men. And so even if there is a good man standing in front of you, you're not going to see him. You're not going to feel him because you are looking through that lens that there are no good men. And so we are so powerful in what we choose to believe, what we allow ourselves to believe, and just with the awareness that our beliefs are influencing completely how we see others, how we see the world, how we see ourselves. So it is not serving us to hold on to this belief as women that there are no good men out there. And I can personally say that over the last 2 years, I have come in contact with so many good men, solid men, men that are trying, men that want to love women, men that want to grow, that men who want to serve, who want to bring, you know, their strength and all of their good qualities to this world. And so, absolutely, there are good men. And you know what? Um, in relationships, it's so important that we show the man that we are with that he is good, that he's good enough. Men have a deep wound of not being good enough, of not being enough. And it is so healing in partnership as women when we see our man for the depth of the good man that he is, and we appreciate all of the things that he does, all of his efforts, and we acknowledge that no, he's not perfect, neither are we. No one is perfect. So it is so beautiful to honor the man that we are with by pouring into him, by pouring life-giving healing energy into him, by lifting him up and showing him that he is good enough just where he is. And it's such a powerful way to breathe life into the relationship. And when we do that, when we are with an actual good man and we pour into him, we let him know that he is good enough. We're so proud to be with him. If he is a good man, he will pour back into us. And so a lot of the times in relationships, there is a huge lack of personal responsibility. So it's so easy. It's so easy for us to make a collective statement about men or women or about our partnership, about the man that we're in a partnership with, to put all the blame on them. It's really easy, and we do this all the time. This is why we gossip about other people. This is because it's so much easier to judge others, to look at others, to blame others, but it's really hard to take a look at ourselves. What are we doing? What are we bringing? How are we needing to grow and evolve and improve? And so when we actually take personal responsibility in a relationship, here is a point where this is us standing in our power. This is where we can have relationships that thrive. We have to be willing to look at ourselves and take personal responsibility. So a lot of times, women, we are looking at men through this lens of our history, of our past wounds, and rightfully so. We have a lot of pain, a lot of wounding. But if that's not coming from the man that you're with, and we're projecting that onto him, we are setting the relationship up for pain and failure right from the get-go. Right from the get-go. I love John Wyland. He's a beautiful teacher on masculine, feminine energy, on relationships, on embodiment. And he said something so powerful the other day that I just never heard before. And he said, just choose to let your history go. Let your history go. I was like, wow, I've never heard anybody say that to me before. That's so beautiful. I've spent so much time, and it's important, I believe, to spend time on healing my wounds, healing the wounds that I've received from men in past relationships, from my father, that has been so life-changing, especially dealing with my father wounds as a woman, because as a woman, our father is the first man who will teach us what it means to be a man. It teaches us what is acceptable treatment from a man, what is normal treatment from a man. And a lot of women, we didn't receive the type of treatment for our father where we felt loved and safe and held and protected. We didn't, and seen and loved for all that we are. So it's important that we address these wounds. Yes, we can address these wounds, but we could spend also a lifetime, an entire lifetime. And if we're on the path of greater love and awareness, we are doing that work. And also we get to a point where we've done so much work. We've gone and we've done inner child work. We've done our shadow work. We've become aware of our wounds that come up. And also we can just choose in every moment to let go of the history and to look at the man that we're with through a new lens, through a lens of not holding him accountable for what other men have done to us, and for taking personal responsibility. Because, as women, we want our man to be more masculine. For example, we want the man to be masculine. We want him to be present and strong. We want him to lead us or lead the family if we have a family. And we get lost. We lose sight in the fact that if a man is going to be in his masculine energy, then his feminine energy needs to be honored. So he has both. We all have both. And so that means, yes, he's going to have emotions, and those emotions aren't always going to be what we would love. So we want a man to feel the depth of love. We want a man to love us, to cherish us. Those are the good qualities of feminine energy we love in a man. But if he's going to deeply love us, he can't just tap into that only part of his feminine energy. Feminine energy contains all the emotions, right? It contains anger and frustration and all of those things. So as women, if we want to inspire the man that we're with to bring forth those masculine qualities that we're desiring, we're craving, we have to take personal responsibility. We have to be strong enough and solid enough in ourselves that when he is in his feminine energy, showing some type of anger or emotions that are uncomfortable, frustration, we have to be solid enough to respect and honor him and caretake his nervous system through his feminine energy. And just side note, so if a man is truly in his masculine energy, this is more going to be like a 80% of the time he's grounded masculine, and 20%, maybe 30% of the time he's in his feminine energy. And we can't expect him not to have that. We have both energies. This is how he's going to feel the depth of love for you. So what that looks like in relationship is, if your man is expressing frustration, he's angry, whatever's happening, we are so powerful in women to be able to actually provide containment for him in that moment, respect him in that moment, by being strong in ourselves. So for me, in the presence right now, I can imagine, I have a new partnership, so I've never actually seen him angry at me before or frustrated with me before. But I like to envision it because I like to practice. So if he was frustrated, angry with me, what I would do, because I've already practiced this many times in other situations, is I return to center. I bring my energy back to me. I've got me. So I'm rooted in that. I've got me. I'm here with me. And so when we have that type of relationship, type of strength, type of safety within ourselves, now we can weather the storms, because we're not going to fall apart. We're not going to crumble when our man gets frustrated, right? So this is important. This is back to, self-responsibility, self-accountability. So I would bring my energy back, root myself into me. I am here with me. I have me. Now I'm opening my heart because I'm with a good man. I'm with a good man, right? I know who he is. And if you're not with a good man, then why are we with that man, right? So I would then become curious. I'm open. I'm softening into my feminine energy. I care about what he's going through right now, it makes sense because he's a human being. So he's going to be frustrated. He's going to experience anger. He's not always going to be strong, masculine, or tapping into love energy. He's going to have the whole spectrum of emotions. So I become curious and I care about what he's going through. And really importantly, I don't take it personal. This isn't a reflection of me. This isn't because I'm bad, I'm not enough, or I'm too much. He's a human being, and right now he's experiencing emotion. And I become curious what is happening with him because I care about it. And a simple sentence that we can say when our man is communicating frustration to us is, that makes sense. That makes sense. And respond here as a woman through this lens of, I'm with a good man. I'm with a good man. And also, I'm with me and I got me. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful place to be. Power position, not power over the person, but power to liberate love, power to connect even in difficult situations, and to just move from this place. It makes sense that he is feeling whatever he's feeling. I care about me and I've got me, and I care about my partner. We're a team. This is not you versus me. This is us together. Let's liberate love from here. And when you come from this place as a woman, strong in your own energy, you've got you, you're safe in your own body. You're not looking through a lens of your history, of what your father or other men have done. You're looking at this man, knowing that he's a good man, knowing that this is your man and he's upset and you care about it. And when you move from this place, instead of getting defensive, instead of closing up, this is where you can move past this. This is where this can, he can let go of whatever he's feeling. He feels safe with you. Men also need to feel safe. They need to feel safe that they can express also. And of course, the way that they're expressing is important. Character assassination, things like that, unacceptable in any situation. um, but anger and frustration or whatever he's feeling, those are acceptable, reasonable human emotions. And so when we come from that lens, when we're looking at it as I'm looking from a human to another human, partner to partner, teammate to teammate, I love this person, they love me, I am good, they are good. What can we do here? Now the magic happens. Now we can resolve whatever's happening. We can communicate in a way that liberates love and makes both partners feel safe. So women, there are good men. There are good men out there. And another piece that's really kind of hard to hear is we are going to be attracting in partners that match our own vibration, that match our own level of awareness, our own ability to open in love while we're feeling any other emotion. We're going to really get a match. And sometimes we get into partnerships and we're a match, and then one partner grows and the other partner stays, and then we wind up, separating and breaking up. But this comes back to the personal responsibility piece. So what do you need to work on? Because it's so easy just to look at our partner and say, you need to do this and you need to change here and you need to be more masculine. Okay. What do we need to do? Because that's just so easy. That's too easy. That's a cop out. What are we bringing? Okay. What are we evoking in our partner? How are we responding? Do we feel safe in our own bodies? Can we bring our energy back to self? Can we open in love through our own anger, through our own frustration, through our own triggers? That rise of energy we feel, which comes with all this emotion and thoughts, bringing us back to our history. So what are we doing right now in this moment? So that's where we stand in our power. It's just too easy. It's too easy to blame all men, say there are no good men out there. That is just, that's a path to have the universe keep bringing you things to support your belief that there are no good men out there. So I encourage you as women, to see the good in men, to allow ourselves to see, yes, there are good men out there. And, there's this war between men and women, and it's getting better. It's getting better. I can see it. Love it. But there's just so much blame on both sides, from women blaming men and men blaming women. No one wins here. We get more of that. Whatever we're focusing on, whatever we're embodying, we're emanating out. Our bodies are conductors of energy, and we're always creating, always manifesting. So what do we want to be manifesting? What do we want to be creating? Because if we remain in that belief that there are no good men, that is what we're going to get. Why? Because we're looking through that lens already. That's what we believe. That's what we're seeing. We're not even open and available to be receiving good men. Okay, so we have to, when we have to lay down our swords. There's been so much pain. I understand. Let me tell you, I understand as a woman. I understand the pain of unlove from a man. I understand. I understand the history of women. I understand all of it. But what do we want to do from here? Where do we want to grow from here? What do we want to do? Because we can just keep fighting and warring with each other, or we can decide that we want to come together as men and women, and we want to see the good in one another, and we want to grow together, and we want to really love each other, really. We can't expect and demand perfection. And women, the more that we show the man that we are with that he is a good man, we appreciate him, we respect him, we inspire him to be more masculine, to be more loving, to be more devotional, to do more things. We're always inspiring our man. But when we constantly send our man the message that you're not good enough, I need you to be more conscious, I need you to be more present, I need you to do this better, that better, he this is pulling him down. We're not lifting him up, we're tearing him down. And when we tear our man down, we don't get the best version of him. We never get the best version of our partner, man or woman, when we tear them down. We get the best version of our partner, of our man, when we pour into him, when we lift him up, when we appreciate him, respect him, honor him, to be devoted to him. We want a confident man. So a lot of women are afraid, this is the last piece I'm going to say, is that a lot of women are afraid that if the man that they're with becomes too confident, that he's just going to walk all over us, that he's going to, he's not going to treat us well. We don't want him to be, so confident. But actually, this is not correct. This is backwards, because when our man is confident, when he knows that he's good enough, he can feel you knowing that. This is the best version of the man that you will get, and the truest version also. So yes, if a man is confident and he's also just, not a good person, then yeah, you'll see the depth of that. And that's good also. That's good also. So either way, we want a confident man, because we're going to see the true version of the man, and we're going to see the best version of the man if he really is a good man. And so we want our man to feel confident and good enough. We want him to feel strong. This is how he can be really rooted in his masculine energy. This is how he can love you and cherish you and respect and honor you. It goes both ways. So whatever we're pouring into our man, you can expect to get that back with a good man, with a man that actually loves you, who actually wants to cherish you and love you well. And I can tell you that most men want to love you well. Most men want to love you well. So, all right, I'm going to close out here. If you like this video, go ahead and like it, support me by subscribing, and I will love to connect with you soon. Thank you.